Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, the Home Cook Hero, back with a new video for y'all. And today, y'all, I'm gonna show you how to make my version of the classic, old school, southern style green beans. Y'all, this type of green beans, I'm sure you've probably had it before, and it's usually made with like some smoked turkey wings or smoked ham hock or something like that. But instead, I decided to use some plain old regular bacon. So y'all, if you are into it, stick around. Let's go. All right, y'all. So first thing I'm gonna do is slice up some potatoes. I'm using some small red potatoes that I picked up, and I just had about 4 to 5 of them, and I just dice them up. And after that, I'm gonna set them all to the side. And I actually like to use potatoes in this because one, they kind of like thicken up the sauce, and B, when you're eating it, you kind of want something substantial that you're also biting into, you know, kind of like mix up the textures a little bit. So after that, I set that to the side, and I'm using some thick cut bacon. Thank me later. I'm using about 4 to 5 slices, and then I just slice them all up kind of thin. And after that, I am just gonna fry them off in a little skillet. And you want to just fry the bacon up until it gets nice and crispy. Now, one little tip for me, y'all, if you want to make the bacon, if you're making all up, sometimes when bacon is, when it gets kind of like lukewarm, it's hard to kind of slice it up. So if you pop it in the freezer for about 30 to 45 minutes, you'll definitely be able to slice it up a little bit more thin. And y'all, do not skimp on that bacon grease. You definitely need to save that bacon grease. This is my little container that I have my bacon grease always saved up in. So yeah, y'all, definitely save that bacon grease because you can reuse it for all types of stuff. So y'all, I'm putting the potatoes into the pot, and I'm just gonna fill it up with some water and just let it boil a little bit because you want to cook the potatoes a little bit first. And then I'm just gonna start snapping up these green beans, and I had about 4 big handfuls or 4 big bunches of green beans that I use. And yeah, I'm just doing the traditional method, you know, just snapping them all off, whatever. And you know, if you want to use a knife, definitely do so. Doesn't really matter. And after that, I am just going to leave them like that. I'm not going to cut them in half or anything like that because I want them to be kind of long. All right, so as you saw, the potatoes have started to soften up nicely. And now I'm just going to slice up this single red onion that I have, about a medium-sized red onion. And y'all know I love onions in most of the dishes that I make. So this part is optional. If you want to leave it out, you definitely can do so. But why would you want to leave it out? Why? Add it in there. Add that onion up in there. Add 2 up in there. So yeah, y'all, I'm just roughly slicing this onion up, and then I'm going to throw it into the pot that has the potatoes that have softened up nicely. And y'all, this stock is really starting to really develop, and this right here is really the base for a lot of your flavors. You got that bacon up in there, or the drippings from the bacon, and you have a little bit of that grease up in there. And I also threw in some butter off camera, y'all. But y'all, it's really starting to come together. And then we add them seasonings up in there, y'all. It's done. It's done. So I am just going in with all of the green beans, and I first like to just cook it on the top to kind of like steam them a little bit and really just make sure that they're cooked through to my liking. I cook it on there just for about 4 to 5 minutes, not too long, because at the end I want the green beans to still not really have a crunch, but to not really just be all mushy where you could just mash it all up with the back of your spoon. I don't really want that. This is mashed green beans. So yeah, I just let it cook for a little bit, and then I'm just going in with the seasoning. So I have this chicken bouillon powder. I think it's the Knorr brand, and I use about a tablespoon of that. I don't want to make this salty at all, and that Knorr brand is pretty salty anyway. So then I thought, y'all, I'm just going in with some liquid smoke to really give it that deep smoky flavor. Going in with some garlic powder, y'all. Y'all know I love my garlic powder. Cannot forget that. And y'all, after that, I'm going in with a little pinch of salt. I didn't really use a lot at all. Then I also went in with a little bit of cracked black pepper. And then, y'all, I'm going in with that bacon. Add that bacon all up in there. Like I said, I just use like 5 slices of bacon. But if you want a whole lot of bacon up in there, do whatever you want to do. You're going to be the one eating it. So add as much bacon as you want up in there. And then, y'all, I am just stirring it up a little bit to make sure that those seasonings are all combined all throughout the green beans. Then place the lid on it and just let it cook for another 3 to 4 minutes, y'all. Maybe altogether this thing cooked for probably like 15 to 20 minutes, y'all. So definitely pay attention to that part. About 15 to 20 minutes overall. And look at this final product, y'all. Look at how good this stuff looks. The green beans are nice and tender. The bacon is all up in there. And I also added a little bit of fresh bacon at the end. Well, not fresh, but I set aside some bacon at the end to just put it on the top to really bring that crunch factor into it, y'all.
It sound right, boys.
So yeah, y'all, that is really all I have for y'all today. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. This right here is really one of my favorites. I can eat this over some rice. I can eat this by itself any time of the day, any day of the week. It really doesn't matter. I love this recipe. So I hope y'all love it just as much as I do. So y'all, with that said, you can leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next. Let me know how you like this recipe if you decided to make it. You can also subscribe to the channel, y'all, and you'll see videos just like this uploaded every single week, y'all. And with that said, I will see you in the next video. Later.
It sound right, boy.